Good morning, everyone. U.S. futures extending their losses from that big sell-off Tuesday and a brutal start to September here. And as we're taking a look at the Dow, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ futures red across the board. However, take a look at the tech-heavy NASDAQ. As of right now, it's lower by about 0.5%. Why, you might ask? Well, Nvidia, one of the biggest laggards of the day, the AI heavyweight stock, fell more than 9% on Tuesday. That decline wiped out $279 billion from Nvidia's market cap. That is the worst ever one-day market cap drop for a U.S. company. Nvidia shares are sliding further in pre-market trading, as we've been tracking here, Maddie.
Yeah, it's interesting to see that pressure kind of continuing on Nvidia, but I do want to take a look at our Wi-Fi Interactive to look at those broader semiconductor names. So you got all your semiconductor stocks here showing the close on yesterday. You've got Nvidia, the biggest laggard, down 9.5%, but you got TSMC and Broadcom competing for the second biggest laggard position here. And you can see in the extended hours that some of these names are starting to recover ever so slightly, but I mean, it's really a sea of red. But you've got AMD and SMCI recovering a bit, so we'll get to the reasoning behind that when we talk a little bit more about those names later in our show. I do want to flip the board over, though, to the full screen that we have indicating the consumer stocks that were not necessarily struggling alongside the broader sectors yesterday. Here you can see the biggest sector laggards in the closing bell as of Tuesday. You can see information technology leading the way in terms of downside pressure, down nearly 4.5%. You've also got pressure on comm services, energy, industrials, and materials. Brad, the only two sectors that were in the green yesterday were consumer staples and retail, and real estate rather, which to me indicates a little bit of a risk-off sentiment amongst investors.